Hello, and thank you for joining me today. We are going to do a 5-minute visualization exercise. I highly recommend doing this every night right before you fall asleep. Do this practice in a safe environment where you can close your eyes. This video is exactly 5 minutes, so there's no need to worry about time. Let's begin by taking 2 deep breaths. Breathe in and release. Breathe in and release. Please close your eyes if you haven't already. I want you to answer the following questions, either out loud or to yourself. In what location would you love to live? Would you love to live in a warmer environment, in a colder climate, or exactly in the same city you are currently in? See it, feel it, smell it, hear it. What would your ideal home look like? See it, feel it, smell it, hear it. What would your ideal wardrobe look like? See it, feel it. See yourself wearing things you would love to wear. What is the ideal amount of money in your bank account? See your ideal bank balance. Feel how it would feel to have that balance. Feel the security of having that balance. What is your ideal body? What does it look like? See it in the mirror. How does it feel to be in that body? What are some words to describe your ideal body? What is your ideal job? See yourself doing it. If you're unsure what you'd like to do, that's okay. Visualize yourself doing things that you love to do. What do you love to do? What is your ideal state of mind? How do you want to feel on a daily basis? What are 3 things you are most grateful for right now? Let's take 2 deep breaths. Breathe in and release. Breathe in and release. Thank you so much for joining me for this visualization practice. Repeat.
We're back. sometimes we just really have to do these. Like our body needs it, our mind needs it in order for us to be able to be here right now in the present moment so we can soak all the information that we need to soak in. We just need a 5-minute meditation, 5-minute visualization. I usually do these before my calls, but I just got home and I needed it because I was doing way too many things and I was rushing to get here. And then I was preparing to do this call. And I'm like, I'm feeling a little bit anxious here. And I don't have the time to do my meditation. And I'm doing a mindset series call. So why don't I just share this visualization that I love, and it's on YouTube. And this is the one that I always go to this one. It just asks the right questions. It puts me in the right state of mind. It allows me to get clear about what my vision is. And we get so busy with our everyday life that we deviate, we start focusing on other things. And we just need to have, as long as we have a really clear why it is that we do what we do, why we wake up every day at the time that we wake up, why do we show up the way that we show up. If we have this clear, we can move forward. If you know why it is that you're here and you have the right mindset, one in which you know that if you take the right steps in the right direction, you will get there. You don't have to worry about anything else. You don't have to worry about the experience. You don't have to worry about the skills. You don't have to worry about the lack of time. You don't have to worry about any of those things, as long as every single day you're moving forward in the right direction. But in order for you to do that, you have to be extremely intentional with the steps that you take every single day. And in order for you to do that, you need to be very clear on your why. So if you can, please turn on your cameras. I want to see a lot of cameras on. I want to see your faces. I want to see who's here. I'm going to start attending a bunch of events. So if I can see your faces and recognize you and go up to you and say hello, I would love that. I'm really excited that events are coming back again. And if you haven't registered for Summer Loving, you should definitely do it. The closer you stay to the fire, the more intentional and the more passionate you're going to show up every single day. So cameras on, please. More cameras on. I love to see guys in here. Hello, Chef Laron Cruz. You're showing up for the men here. I love it. Learning. I love that. That's amazing. I wish you a lot of success. Okay, so I'm not going to keep you here for too long, but I was listening to a podcast today. I had this call already set up and I'm thinking, what am I going to talk to them about? And there's always something to talk about when it comes to mindset, because sometimes we feel like we're going in the right direction and then we start deviating again and we start focusing on the things that we shouldn't focus on. So hold on, let me pull up my notes. So I want to ask you, and this is a very serious question that goes out to every single one of you. What about the people that are less qualified than you, but they're living the life that you want to live? What about them? Because we've seen people that are extremely qualified and we know and we understand why. Like we see them doing the do, we see they come in with experience and maybe they take off faster. We see those people. But what about the people that you see and you're like, okay, well, we're not that different. And she or he is having a ton of success. Why can't I? Or why am I not? It's easy to compare yourself to someone that maybe looks different than you, and for you to say, okay, well, this is who she is, but this is who I am, and then I understand why she's had the success that I haven't had. But what about the people that when you look at them, you say, they're nothing special, they're just like me? Have you ever had any of those moments? Can you let me know in the chat if you've ever felt like that before? That you see other people and you feel like they're not that different than you, but they're having a ton of success. Am I the only one that's ever felt like that before? Yeah. What do you guys think they're doing that you're not? What do you think is like the one thing that makes a difference for them to have that success that you want, but you don't have, but they do have it? Mindset. Yeah, that's a good one. What else do you guys think? attitude, 65 people on here, 66. I need more messages. The discipline level in commitment to themselves in business, dedicated, more hustle, consistency, drive, showing up. That's where I'm going. Consistency, reaching out. I feel it's time too. I work full time, so it's hard to put in more time. Yeah, time is a thing, but if you're intentional with your time, it doesn't matter. Sometimes people get so much more done in a power hour than they do in the next 23 hours that they have in the day. Okay. The direction that they're going matters. If you know that you have to go east, you don't know exactly where it is that you're going. Let's say I'm in Miami, not east. I'm in Miami and I need to go to Fort Lauderdale. I know that I need to go north. I don't know how I'm going to get to Fort Lauderdale, but I know that Fort Lauderdale is north of Miami. So I just got to go north. So direction helps and action. I'm going, I'm on my way. I'm not sure how I'm gonna get there. I don't know the exact address. I don't know if I'm gonna make a wrong turn, but I need to go north. Direction and action. You don't need to believe in yourself for that. You don't need to believe in yourself to get from Miami to Fort Lauderdale. You just know that you have to go north and you just gotta go. And if you start moving and if you start heading towards north, you will reach Fort Lauderdale at some point. You don't need to believe in yourself for that. And sometimes we think that we can't move forward because we just don't believe in ourselves enough. And let me tell you something, that belief is only going to show up after you start taking the steps, after you start moving. Oh, I just joined an industry that's full of women and there's not a lot of men in here. So should I join or should I not join? Why not join? Why not take this industry and run with it and become the first male director? Why can't men sell shampoo? Why can't men sell skincare? We have men joining this business because they see what the potential it is. They don't have to believe that they're going to make it. They just say, I'm just going to sign up and see where this takes me. I'm going to take it day by day. I'm going to learn and I'm going to start loving it. And if I start loving it, I'm going to start moving more. And I'm going to start believing in myself more. That's the only way that you can start believing that you can actually earn all of those things that you want. When I started this business, I started for $500. To me, that was everything. To me, that was one night off from bartending and my car paid for, and that's it. Like that really was it for me. I didn't believe that I could get the car. I didn't believe that I could go on trips. I didn't believe that I could become a director. I didn't believe any of those things. I just said, if I make 500, this is perfect for me. And then I joined. That's the right direction. The best direction is definitely joining, right? And then after I joined, I started taking action every day, following the simple stuff, getting the VIPs, getting the market partners, focusing on completing my blogs. I didn't know what a Mo neighborhood was, so I actually missed out on my Mo neighborhood by one VIP. But I was just moving forward. And after I started moving forward, I started seeing the money, and I was able to go on my first Euro trip a month and a half after I joined this company. After I saw that little shampoo business paid for a trip to Europe for 10 days, obviously my budget was minimal, but I still went to Europe for 10 days, thanks to Monat. That's where I started believing. But before I believed, I took the right direction and I just started taking action. And you can use these examples and apply them to your personal life and say, okay, maybe I'm not feeling a 10 here, but I do know there's a couple things that I can do to help me decide if I really want to be here. Because no one wants to waste their time. None of you want to waste your time. We don't want to waste our time mentoring people that don't want it. You don't want to waste your time joining training calls and like showing up to events and like talking to a bunch of people if you don't really want this. So why not, if you already know you're in the right place, because there's over 70 millionaires in the past 8 years that we've been in business, And there's people becoming founders in Europe and Asia Pacific in just a couple of months, and there's other people earning their Cadillacs. You already know you're in the right place. How about you start taking action? It doesn't matter if you don't believe in yourself. It doesn't matter if you don't believe that you can earn the Cadillac or go to Bahamas. That doesn't matter. What matters is that you're simply doing whatever it is that you need to do. Sometimes it's so much easier to get something done when it's not personal to us. We don't overthink it that much. Like, for example, your boss tells you to go, your job description is this one specific, and then your boss tells you, oh, you need to go talk to this vendor and get, I don't know, whatever, some budget from this person. You've never done that before. But you have to do it because your boss told you to do it, and you have to do it in 30 minutes. So what do? You do it. You go, you do it, and you just, I don't know, like, did I believe in myself? No, but I had to do it because my boss told me to do it, and that's what I get paid to do. I get paid to follow orders, so I follow orders, and I went, I spoke with the vendor. I don't know if I did a good job. I don't know if I did a bad job, but I did it. You went to the vendor, that was the right direction, and you took action. You did whatever it is that you had to do. So why don't we start treating Monet a little bit more like that? Mari, are you 25? I'm 25. Yes, I'm 25. So why don't we start treating Monet like that? We get so involved. Oh my God. So the podcast that I was listening to says, like, we all have limiting beliefs. I think I wrote it down in my notes. Everyone has limiting beliefs. Successful people don't listen to them. Unsuccessful people do. And it hit the spot because that voice inside my head, it's the only voice that I can hear. I can't hear your voice inside your head. So I speak from personal experience. The voice inside my head that's been there along since the first day that I joined this business, it's still the same voice today, warning me every single time. You're about to jump on a training call. You've been running all day. You don't even know, you're not even sure what you're going to talk about. You have 2 minutes to get on. Are you sure you're going to do it right? Are you sure you're going to, like, you need to chill so you can give them the right information so you can speak from your heart. La, 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 la. Oh my God, this voice all day long. And especially when I'm going to do something that scares me, it's like red flag, red flag, red flag, go in the other direction. I hear the voice, and many times I don't let it stop me. I'm not telling you that it never stopped me. Many times it has stopped me. And until today, I still have the limiting beliefs. I still have the voice inside my head telling me you're too young. You're not, oh my God, especially when I joined and I was 22. I was way too young. You're not going to succeed. Why are they going to listen to you? Are you sure you know the products right? Like, all of these things in my head. And I'm sure you all hear it too. And that's the voice that stops you. And we get so involved in that voice inside our head that we forget that the outside world, it's really not that much of a big deal. It's just you making the phone call. They're probably not even going to answer. Hopefully they do, but like, chances are maybe like they're busy and they don't answer. And you've been stressing for the past 30 minutes to make one phone call, and then you make the phone call and they don't answer. Or you make the phone call and they tell you, hey, I'm busy. Can I call you back in 5 or 10 minutes? And those 30 minutes that you just put your body through, you know, releasing a bunch of, I don't know if it's serotonin or whatever it is that make you stressed, that makes you sick. Like, why do we put ourselves through all of that instead of just doing the things that we need to do? And then after we do the things that we need to do, we just feel better. We feel better, we feel more confident, and we want to make another phone call. And we start thinking, well, why can't I thrive in this industry? Why can't I be the next millionaire in this industry? Why can I hit Market Mentor in the next 3 months? Why not me? So I'm going to take it back to the person that I asked you about when I started this call. What about the people that are less qualified than you that have had and achieved more success, or the success that you want to achieve? What about them? What makes them special? What makes them special is that they take action. They don't know, they don't care. They're just trying to figure it out. They're not thinking about it that much. They're not thinking about what their family's saying. They're not thinking about what their friends are saying. They're just doing it. And they're not even like, I'm just trying to see if make it fun. Make it fun. That's it. Take action and make it fun. This is a good thing about this business, that you get to do it however you want to do it. And no one can tell you you're doing it wrong. Because every single one of us sell the same exact products, but some of us have more success than others. There's got to be something about those people that makes them get more VIPs, that makes them get more market partners. They're just descomplicados. How do you say descomplicados? If somebody can write descomplicados in English on the chat, will be really helpful, because like, it's the word that I'm looking for and I don't know how to say it.
Complicated.
Complicated? Yeah, be that person. From now on, know exactly what it is that you want in your life, and trust so much that if you just take steps every single day, everything else will just happen magically for you. I'm that person. I love to think that way. I love to live in La La Land. My family likes to say that I'm always like believing that things are always going to happen for me. And I'm like, absolutely, things are always going to happen for me. We were just having this conversation maybe like 2 hours ago. You have to trust, because if you don't trust, then you're going to be carrying all of the stress on you, and you're going to be thinking so much about taking the right steps and doing the right thing and being perfect and sounding perfect and being the most knowledgeable of them all and being the most beautiful of them all and being the one that moves the more charmingly out of them all. We start like, our brain goes and goes and goes and goes, when all we need to do is do the simple things every single day. It's so simple. Commit to listening to personal development every single morning. Quit the music. We don't have time for music right now. You can listen to music on your family's birthdays or your friends' birthdays. Other than that, what do you need music for? When there's so much that you need to learn, when there's so much that you need to reprogram in your mind, because when you come into this business, the first obstacle is that you're going to be confronted with who you are. The good, the ugly, your strengths, your weaknesses, all of it. It's a mirror. It's a mirror that shows you absolutely everything about you. And so many people quit. 90% of the people quit because they're just not ready to confront who they really are. Until you confront who you are, and until you decide to start working on yourself, none of the success that many people have had in this business will come to you. Because we all sell the same product. Why do people want it from you? Why do people want to buy from you? Why don't they want to buy from me? They want to buy from you. I've had people that have never bought from me. And then a market partner, I recruit a market partner, and like 2 days later, they're their market partner. And I'm like, dude, are you serious? I've been talking to you for 2 years to join with me. But no, they were meant to join with this specific person. So start working on yourself, commit to the little things, do the personal development. It's the most simple thing, and it's so easy to forget it. But if you don't do it, that little voice inside your head, once again, here it goes. And the voice inside your head is not nice. It's not like, if you have a nice voice, you are a very blessed person, and you've probably done a lot of personal work. But the majority of us, it's not very nice. So if you don't fight it every day with reprogramming and starting to believe that you are worthy, that you are deserving, that you can be the disruptor in this company, that you can be the disruptor in this industry, why do you want to be the #1 income earner in Monet when you can be the #1 income earner in all of network marketing industry in the world? Why can that be you? I don't know how ambitious you are. I'm just asking you, but why not you? Somebody else right now is the #1 income earner in all of the network marketing industry in the world. But what do you want, and what do you want to get out of this business right now? And who do you need to become to get there? And are you willing to do the little things? It's just the little things. I just thought about this metaphor, which is a jar. And if you fill a jar with, I don't even know if this is going to make sense because it just came to my mind, but if you fill a jar full of sand and you have a bunch of rocks that you have to put in, if you put the sand first and not the rocks, then the rocks are not going to fit. But if you first put the rocks and then you put the sand, then it all fills in perfectly. So what I'm meaning by that is there's things that you need to do in your life, like take care of your kids, make lunch and dinner, and do laundry, and show up to work, and do your taxes, and go say hello to your family, and take your car to the shop. Like there's things that you need to do. But it's in those little pockets of time that you have that you're wasting by scrolling on social media, by listening to music when you're in the car and you're like in traffic and you're just listening to music, by sleeping in when you could wake up earlier, by just being mindful of your day. It's those little pieces of time that are being wasted that could really take your business from a 10 to a 100. And it's those little pockets of time that you guys have throughout the day. That's what's going to help you build a business that 6 months from now, you'll be able to retire from your corporate America job and then work this business full time. But if you are putting your intention in other places, and if you're not paying attention to the little things, then time is going to pass by and you didn't hit your rank, and you didn't close the block, and the flash sale ended, and your Smart Start ended, and you didn't even know when your Smart Start was going to end. It's in moments like these where you're like, wow, if I'm a little bit more mindful and more present, then I'm able to make the most advantage of the little time or the plenty time that I have. And let's not forget the personal development, because that's when that little voice inside your head is going to come and it's going to start talking to you and talking you out of it. Okay, so I want to leave you guys tonight with just remember who the fuck you are. And I'm sorry, like I had to curse. Just remember who you are. If other people with half of your talent are getting the results that you want, imagine what you can achieve. And another thing is, you need to stop focusing on all of the people that are quitting. You need to stop focusing on all of the people that are leaving. You need to stop focusing on all of the people that don't have the results. You need to stop focusing on what Sally said about her hair, and find out for yourself. Also, look at the people that are having the results. That's my focus. My focus, if you've seen horses that ride carriages, they have these things here that cover their view, because they can only look forward. Because if they can see from the side, if a car passes by or something, a bicycle or something passes by too close to them, they get startled and they lose, I don't know, they jump in two legs, whatever, right? They need to have the blinders on because they can only look forward. Be that person. Have your blinders on, just look forward. It's tunnel vision to your dream life, nothing else. If it doesn't serve your dream life, it doesn't have space in your life. You don't have time for it. If it's toxicity, you don't have time for it. More than money, this business has gotten people out of so many toxic situations, toxic friendships, toxic relationships, your toxic self, because we can be really toxic too, out of depressions, out of anxieties, out of so much stuff, because it confronts you with who you are and you need to start doing the personal work. So focus on you, focus on where you're going, focus on what serves you. This is your moment to be selfish. I'm telling you, this is your moment for you to be selfish and to think about you and to think about what you want, not what Sally wants, not what your husband wants, not what your mom wants. What do you want and how are you going to go get it? And if it doesn't serve you, don't listen to it. Are they still going to talk? Yeah, they're still going to talk, like the little voice inside your head is going to talk. But focus. Focus on where you're going. Focus on what you're going to get out of this. Focus on your dream life. Ask yourself the right questions because we tend to forget. Ask yourself where you want to live, what the climate is. Is it warm? Is it cold? Are you bi-coastal? Are you a nomad? What does your closet look like? How's your family? Are your parents working? Are your parents retired? Is your kids' college fund completely funded? Get specific and remember why it is that you're here and what it is that you're going to get out of this, and put all of your attention only in the people that serve you. And I mean this in like your Instagram account. Not like use people. I mean, like, where's your attention going when you log into your Instagram account? When was the last time you detoxed your Instagram account? If you haven't done that yet, I highly suggest you put it on your to-do list for this week. Go through all the people that you follow and start considering if they serve you a purpose for what your purpose in life is, or are they taking from you? Are they toxic? Are they posting negativity? Be very selective with what you watch, because that's how they programmed us since the very beginning. And that's what we're looking to reprogram right now, which is, who is this person that I want to become? What do I believe in? And what's going to stop me? Or who's going to stop me? And the answer is no one, only yourself. Okay, so happy Monday. We have a new week. It's week 2 of May. And this week and next week are very important because this is where people tend to lose focus. And then we're back on week 4. And then we're like, oh my God, it's end of month. But we lost focus in week 2 and week 3. So I'm giving you a warning. Today is Monday of week 2. Stay focused, stay intentional, get very clear with what your goals are, and don't listen to anyone that has nothing good to add to your life. And just stay connected. The group chats, the Facebook groups, the trainings, the Instagram accounts of Monet, just get involved in your business, learn your business, because these mindset calls are great, but they're not helping you grow your business. They're sending you in the right direction. I'm sending you in the right direction, but you need to take the action. This is as much as I can do for you. Have a great week. Bye, guys.